All right, so the bill's going to pass, right, next week, you think?
It's probably going to pass the Senate. Nelson could hold it up, but probably pass the Senate. That doesn't mean final passage, though, because the House liberals have a choice to make. Obama's going to come to them and say, come on, just pass the Senate version. I don't want this thing to go to conference. I want it on my desk tomorrow. But the House liberals are going to say, oh, no, we want to fight for the public option.
But Pelosi's not going to do that. I was in Congress yesterday. I actually had lunch with Peter King, congressman from Long Island.
Who I hope runs against Gillibrand.
He's not going to. And he told me that Nancy Pelosi has already told the Democrats in the House that she's going to get the bill from the Senate, turn it right around, and give it to them a vote on. There's not going to be any discussion. She is going to support the bill. So I can't see, they don't want to embarrass President Obama. I can't see it being stopped now. I think it's in.
That's what I assumed would happen.
Right.
But today, Pelosi made a statement saying that she expects Obama to sign this bill by Inauguration Day.
Right.
Which would mean January 20th. And I think that she may be forced to put it in conference. The left is raising Cain about this bill.
Let's not speculate, but the odds are this Obamacare bill will pass and be signed by Inauguration Day. Heavy odds, right? Are you happy as an American?
No, I'm not. The bill has been upgraded, in my judgment, from a catastrophe to a mere disaster. This is like the threat levels in the airport. We're up to orange.
Very specifically, what is the most disastrous part of the health care bill?
That it completely cuts the Medicare program. This bill is basically financed by cutting Medicare spending.
Okay, so elderly people in the country that now get Medicare payments to help them with their health concerns will get less?
The doctors who treat them will get less.
Okay, the doctors who treat the elderly people will get less for their services. Therefore, fewer doctors will sign on to Medicare.
More will refuse to cover.
Right. Therefore, longer lines and waiting lists with the elderly that's what will happen. Almost like a chain of events, right?
Exactly. So that's the most horrible thing about it. The second most horrible thing about it is that it means that everybody's health insurance premiums are going to go up.
Why? My health insurance? Look, I buy private health, okay? And I buy it from Oxford Health Services, and I pay a ton of money for it right now. I'm going up. It's going up.
The reason you only pay a ton as opposed to 2 tons is that Oxford gets a higher premium if somebody signs up who's sick, and they can say no if somebody comes to them with a pre-existing
So if they're forced to take all the pre-conditioned existing people, then they're going to turn around and say, listen, O'Reilly, here's your new... Can't the government stop them from doing that?
No. The government can make them allocate a certain percentage of the revenues to health care.
Right.
The government can intervene if it says that there are just outrageous
So what percentage of Americans who buy health insurance themselves are going to see their premiums raised, in your opinion?
Everybody.
100%.
And there's another reason they'll go up. The young people under 30 who are uninsured,
they're not going to sign up.
Are not going to sign up.
Right.
Because these policies, they're going to have to spend 7, 8, 10% of their income.
Right. When they get sick, they'll sign up.
And when they get sick, they'll sign up.
Right.
And
so why sign up before?
And the fine to make them sign up is only $750.
Right. It's not worth it.
They'll pay that in a heartbeat.
Right.
But when they do get sick, they will sign up.
Yep.
And they will be covered, and they won't be able to be charged higher premiums.
All right, so
which
now...
means Oxford's going to have to get O'Reilly to pay for that.
Okay. So is there any limit on how much they're going to charge me more?
Whatever the costs are.
So they just pass a cost, but they could, if they wanted to double my premium, they could. The government's not going to stop them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if all of what you say is true...
By the way, it's not going to double, but the...
No, I know, but it could.
The Senate Finance Committee did a study, and the consultant they hired concluded individual premiums would go up $1,700 and family premiums $3,400.
But that's still a lot of money.
Sure
That's a ton of money.
Sure
okay, so if all of what you say is true, it's going to become apparent in the first 6 months to a year to everybody. Elderly people are going to have to wait longer for doctors. Me, I'm going to get a new bill that's sky high.
Yep.
And then Obama's going to be shot.
Well, first of all, it's not clear when each of these things takes effect. The full bill doesn't take effect until 13, 1 year after Obama hopes to get reelected.
I should have remembered
But some of this can happen sooner. And you know, it's a vicious cycle. The higher the premiums get, the less likely young people are to buy in.
No, I
which means the more O'Reilly's going to have to pay.
You just made a point that if it doesn't start till 2013, then President Obama and the Democrats can declare victory, and nobody will know it isn't a victory until 3 years down the road.
Not quite. Because while the benefits kick in at 13, the cuts kick in immediately. See, they had to
So the
show
older people will start immediately having to wait for longer service.
Exactly. They had to present it as
But
balanced.
Isn't that
the only way
suicide
they
for the next election?
The
for
only way they
Democrats?
could do that was take 6 years of spending against 10 years
Right,
of revenue.
because they don't have the money.
Right.
All right, but isn't that suicide next
Yes.
November?
Yes. And it's why I believe the Republicans will win the House and the Senate.
All right. Dick Morris, everybody. That was good. Now even I understand it. All right? It took a long time, but now even I have grasped it. Whether it comes true or not, we don't know, but I understand what Morris said for the first time.